And we back. Now today's video, we're continuing the trend of accepting challenges from y'all. So far when I've been doing this, my record ain't been great. Y'all been really stomping the brother, but today I need another W on my resume. Before we get into what the challenge is about, let me hit you with this little bit of knowledge. March 14th, me and the guys, we're doing a live podcast in Philadelphia. We coming to the Helium Comedy Club. It is a free show, and I'm telling you, because I know some of y'all are from Philly, you want to meet, you want to see us do our thing. So I'll put the link in the description, man. It's 100% free, meet and greet after, and this is like the first trial of a tour. Like eventually we want to get to all the major cities, but Philly was our first stop, and if we pack out the house, then that will convince House of Highlights to send us to other cities. So we need the Philly fam to really come on, put on, and of course it's a basketball related podcast. We're gonna be doing like a Q&A for the fans to ask us anything, not just basketball related stuff, and it should be an overall great night. So link in the description. It's free. Again, it's free, so get you a ticket and tweet me or hit me up on Instagram when you get your ticket so I know that you're coming. But let's get into what this challenge is about. So this challenge comes from Spice and Zig. He says they too have asking the GOAT himself, I guess that's me, for a no loyalty back-to-back rebuild. How it works is that you fantasy draft so it's unpredictable, sim through the first season and take over the worst team. Rebuild that team to champions, then in the off season you must get rid of all of those players you just want to ring with and try to win another ring with an entirely new roster. And 600 people said that was a great idea, so here I am accepting the challenge. So be sure to leave a like on the video and let's just head over to the rebuild. So like he said, it is a fantasy draft, completely random. So I'm going to take over the 76ers again. We're not doing anything until the second season anyway. We're going to sim through this fantasy draft and take over the worst team. And you know what? I think I have a good track record of the worst to first rebuilds on this channel. So I think it should be fun. What gives it an extra element is the fact that it is fantasy draft. And after we win our first championship, which is not guaranteed. I'm saying that like I'm just automatically that man, which obviously I'm not because I've been failing a lot of these challenges. So we need to take over the worst team and turn that worst team to a champion. Get rid of all those players and win another championship. So no loyalty, man. We are in the NBA, and y'all know loyalty ain't really prioritized in a lot of situations. But you know what? I'm a front office guy, and I got to put the W's over everything. So I'm gonna get to simulating once the season is over in about 50 minutes because 2K Sim. I'll be back and we'll see what the worst team in the league was. Season is over. Here are all the awards if you care. All the winners, yada, yada, yada. The team that we're not controlling, the 76ers, they were the 2 seed. So what if I get a championship under my GM and belt without even doing no GMing? You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm going to get the next job and then the next job and the next job. If this Philadelphia 76ers team, a team that I literally don't know who's on it because I didn't even check. When's the champ? Who's on this team? Cat, CP, CJ. Not a bad team. Yo, if that team was a championship, I give me an automatic ring. It has nothing to do with the challenge. But I could just say in this video, we win 3 rings. Look, we're in the conference finals. Oh my God. This is probably how I should do all of my rebuilds. Where I literally don't do nothing and let greatness take over. Uh-oh, don't lose in the championship though. Oh my God. Oh no. They did it! Let's go! And Karl Anthony Towns wins Finals MVP. We literally just won a championship without doing anything. Free rings, baby! That must be how it feels to be like the 12th, 13th, 14th man on the roster. You just get a ring just for sitting there. Shout out to Patrick McCaw. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we're doing the Patrick McCaw challenge. Where we sit down, we get a couple minutes a game, but we get 3 rings. It's beautiful. Okay, so let's see who the worst team in the league was. This is where things go down. Obviously, we were one of the best teams in the league, tied for the first place with this Philadelphia 76ers team. The worst team in the Eastern Conference was the Detroit Pistons. They have Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, can't stay away from each other, Justice Winslow, Kevin Love, Bismack Biyombo, Reggie Jackson is back in Detroit, Thomas Bryant, Darius Garland. This team is about probably the youngest team in the NBA. Look at hold on, let me just make sure. This team has Trae Young, who is 21. Kevin Huerter, who is 21. Justice Winslow, who's 24. Thomas Bryant, 22. Darius Garland, 20. Jarrett Culver, 21. Bobo, 20. Luka Samanik, 20. Bruno Caboclo, 2 years away from being 2 years away from being 2 years away. 24 years old. KZ Opala, 21. And then even Melvin Frazier's 23. I mean, if I had that team, rebuilding them wouldn't be that hard because a lot of those guys have good trade value. But let's see if that is the worst team in the league. In the Western Conference, oh my God, this team won 18 games, 31 to 8. This, who can possibly be on this team to win 18 games? Dennis and Shea, okay. Glenn Robinson, Jason Tatum, Daniel Tice, Gary Trent, Jordan McRae, Kevin Porter, Dennis Smith. This is another super young team, honestly. Shea is 21. Jason Tatum's 22. Even Glenn Rob, oh, he's 26 now. I don't know why I probably thought he was like 24. I'm still thinking about dunk contest years, I guess. Gary Trent, 21. Jordan McRae is old. Okay, I didn't expect him to be that old. I know he's only been in the league for a couple of years. Kevin Porter's 20. This is a team we got to take over. Okay, so here we are. Having Jason Tatum is going to be clutch because he is super young on a rookie contract. But remember, we're going to have to win a championship with this team and then also trade these players next season. So, you know, it should be cool. It should be cool. So get familiar with these faces, but not for too long. We have to do trades and stuff. Make sure league meetings, nothing is approved. I don't care about none of that. We go to the draft lottery. Obviously, we were the worst team in the league by far. So if we don't end up with a top pick, we fall to 5. Go back and watch. Every time my team is in the lottery, in these videos, my team falls dramatically. From the projected first all the way down to the 5th pick. And we're not going to actually use that pick because we're trying to win a championship. So trade stock-wise is 3.5 stars. We need to get a star alone. So I want to keep Shea and JT. So we need another star. And honestly, this team is so young. We could probably do Dennis Schroeder with 1st-round pick and get a star. Let's go star, I would say big. But even then, it doesn't have to be a certain position. We just need somebody that's pretty good. And so far, the trade finder don't really have that. I think that the shooting guard position is locked up with Shea, and then my power forward position is locked up with Jason Tatum. I'm pretty sure Jason Tatum's overall is going to jump as soon as we get this team chemistry down. I mean, up. I guess technically up. So we want to get like a... I don't even need a star center, bro. Daniel Tice is pretty good. So a good small forward, good point guard. We got to orchestrate our own deal. So what we're going to have to do is see which teams are selling, rebuilding, and all of that. They say we're selling, but we're not. We're buying / contending. Now, Klay Thompson is on a team that is rebuilding. Interesting. He's 30 years old now. He plays for the Spurs. I'm just very curious to what Klay Thompson's trade value would be for the Spurs. That's pretty hefty, man. It's pretty hefty. He's a valuable asset, but he is not untouchable. We throw this pick to y'all. Not enough. I don't want to give up too many first because, again, we have to do 2 total rebuilds in this video. So I don't want to give up too many picks. But we have such a young team. Do you want Stanley? Nope, you don't want Stanley Johnson because he's a free agent, apparently. Dennis Smith Jr., 2.5 star value. Boom. 5th overall pick. Dennis Schroeder. And I literally just forgot that fast who we just threw into that trade. That's how insignificant it was. And we got our starting small forward in Klay Thompson. So now we need to find a trade to get an upgrade at point guard because obviously we just traded our point guard and Dennis Schroeder. But you know what? We don't have a lot of money on the books. How much cap space do we have? We have $38 million in cap space this year. So I don't know who the best free agent guard is going to be. But we can just sign him, probably. So we traded our pick, so we don't even need to go to the NBA draft. I think we still have a second, unless we threw that in the trade as well. I just pulled the trade off, and I don't remember anything I did. All right, so Hami and Semi Ojeleye. I let Semi Ojeleye walk. I'll keep Hami just because I'm pretty sure he could probably have some decent trade value, so we'll bring him in. Anthony Davis declined. It's over with. We're going to go after Anthony Davis, move him to the center with Jason Tatum. The point guard position I don't even care about at the moment. We're going after AD. Big max, player option, but we can't do a no trade clause because remember, when we win a championship this year, if we win a championship this year, we're going to have to trade him. So we can't throw a no trade clause in there. So hopefully this is enough. We're 3rd on his list. We're 3rd on his list. Okay. No big deal. No big deal. The best point guard available is Fred VanVleet. He wants $23 million. I can't do that, Freddie. I'm sorry. What we could do is sign one of the other big name free agents, like I guess Hassan Whiteside classifies as that, and flip him. He's got 0 offers, and we got the money. I'm gonna even lower the money a little bit so we can save. So we throw him a contract, and then for the point guard position, let's sign a backup right now because I think I'm gonna be able to get a point guard through trade. So let's go a good backup that's relatively cheap. Austin Rivers, one year deal, I guess. Hassan and Austin look like they're coming, but I'm about to literally flip Hassan. As soon as his numbers are on our book, Anthony Davis went to Orlando. As soon as his numbers are on our book, I'm flipping that man. So go ahead, get on this roster officially, and I think he is. He is. So him, I'm going to do this year's first round pick, and then the rest of the picks I want to save. I want to save for the second half of this rebuild. This ain't the superstar trade we were looking for, but two very, very, very good pieces. Like LaMarcus Aldridge, he's always going to be a bucket. He basically averaged 20 points per game again last season. And Eric Bledsoe, we don't need a guy that can score like crazy because we got scores on this team. And he's a gritty, good player, and we'll take that. We're throwing Isaiah Hartenstein, and that is the deal. Hassan, thank you for your 6 seconds of service. But now our point guard rotation is pretty cool. Shooting guard rotation's fine. Gary Trent has been pretty good in real life this year, so I'm glad to see his overall jump up. Really is a sharpshooter. Small forward is cool. I'm interested about this Kevin Porter Jr. trade value, so let's look at that right now. He's 2.5 star right now. That's not amazing. So power forward, we need to back up, and then center we're fine. Like center position, we're good. So let's get a backup power forward, and then the rest is just rotational pieces or late rotational pieces. All right, player progression. I'm a little afraid because Klay Thompson is 31 years old now, so his overall may drop. Let's hope it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, but wow, Eric Bledsoe's overall drop. Same thing with LaMarcus. I kind of expected that too. But I still think our team is very good, man. Our team is very, very good. I'm going to need Jason Tatum to average more than 18 next season, so I'll probably make him our #1 option because as great as Klay Thompson is, Jason Tatum's just a better shot creator. Shea is going to be dope this season. I really like our team, though. Even Kevin Porter's getting a lot better. So I think we put together a team that can win a championship this year, but also have good trade value for the second half of the challenge. Well, this is an upgrade. As much as I like LaMarcus, this is an upgrade. Yeah, Andre Drummond's coming to the team. Now, his contract is huge, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but remember, we're going to have to trade him next season anyway, so his contract being huge doesn't matter. And they're throwing me a first-round pick. I'm throwing them a second and Austin Rivers, so we lose our backup PG. I don't think that matters too much because I feel like I could probably sign just a... I guess Shea is mostly going to be our backup point guard. That's kind of tough. It's kind of tough. Unless somebody wants Kerr Roots in a second, because he's not going to be in our rotation. So if we could trade Kerr Roots in a second for somebody that's anything over a 73 Raul Neto, like a late second, like 2025 second round pick. He finds a way onto the team every single video. Monte Morris, 2 second round picks, and Kerr Roots. And that gets us our backup point guard. So I really love our team, man. Eric, Shea, Klay, Jay, and Andre. Come on, man. We got it. You feel me? We got it. So let me make Jason Tatum our #1 scoring option. Probably Klay and then Shea. So that's the best way to go. Who is our coach? Dylan Finnegan. I don't know who that is. I don't even know if that's a real person, but he's going to be our coach for now. He's C+. So, I mean, not terrible, not great. Unless there's somebody just so much better just sitting out there. I see A+. Yeah, I'm going to do A+. That just makes a lot more sense. And then it works, too, with the space and pace. All right, so it's time to simulate. I'll be right back. All right, season is wrapping up. 59 wins. Giannis wins MVP. That's second in a row for him. Jeffrey Jordan? Like the Michael Jeffrey Jordan. It's spelled differently, but you know what I'm saying? This dude could be the second coming. Oh, he's a center, though. So he's not. Boogie, 6th man of the year. Kawhi, defensive player of the year. Lonzo, most improved. Steve Kerr wins coach of the year. Basically having the same record that we had. And we are the OKC Thunder. So let's see if anybody on our team made an all-NBA team. Nope. Defensive team. Nope. Rookie team. Nope. Cool. We don't get the respect we deserve, but that's kind of the way it works in these rebuilding challenges. Now let's see who played well, who didn't. Jason Tatum averages 23 points per game for us, which is pretty good for him. 23, 5, 2, 50, 40, almost 90 club. That's perfect. Klay Thompson doing his Klay Thompson type things. 47% from 3. A total of how many threes made? 260, which is, I was going to say a career high, but he said 2 seasons or more than that. But that's still very, very good, Klay. Very, very good. Shea only averages 13. He doesn't shoot as many shots in 2K as he does in real life, so he'll never average 20 in 2K. They need to get his tendencies up there. Eric Bledsoe averages 13. Drummond 13 and 13 with a block and a half. Pretty cool numbers. Kevin Porter off our bench averages 10. Now, what we have to do to win a championship, to ensure that we win a championship, shorten this rotation by a lot. I need my best players playing many, many minutes. First round, we're going against the New Orleans Pelicans. And let's see who's on their team. Russell Westbrook, Victor Oladipo, Wendell Carter. That's a good team, man. That's a good backcourt. Hopefully our guys can stop them because we got some good defenders and Eric Bledsoe and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We're up 3-0. No big deal. I'm sorry to kick you out, Russ and VO. Next, we're going against either the Clippers or the Utah Jazz, and it's going to be the Clips. Let's take a look at their roster. Markelle, D. Book. We're better than this team. They got a good squad. Don't get me wrong. That's 2 All-Stars and Devin Booker and Domantas Sabonis. Our team is just better. Not afraid of any of those dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, Devin Booker's probably going to give us 40 every once in a while. But I think the rest of the roster we can contain. And we do. Come on, man. If we don't win a championship this first year, I don't even know what to do after this challenge. So we have to just assure that we win this championship. We got Zach LaVine, Devontae Graham, and a 90 overall Zion. That's a tough team, man. That's a tough team. They win game 1. Okay, we come back with game 2, game 3, game 4. Oh, yeah, that game 1 was a fluke, baby. And we're in the finals against the Atlanta Hawks. This team made the finals? Patty Mills, Jaylen Brown, Brandon Ingram, Nico Mirotic, who's not even like he's playing overseas, okay? And then Jonas Valanciunas. They might be sneaky good, but that ain't a team that scares me. Yeah, 3-0. Don't blow it. Okay, and we win our championship. Jason Tatum averages 34 in the finals, and that is the end. But y'all know we got one more year. We got to go back-to-back, the zero loyalty back-to-back challenge. So let's get through all of that. Draft lottery, obviously we're not going to have a lottery pick. Honestly, I don't think we have our pick at all. I traded it, right? I think I traded this pick already, but I'm going to double check it because now what we have to do is get rid of every player that is on this roster. Zero loyalty, they say. And it looks like we already almost there because those guys, Jason Tatum, who else? Jason Tatum, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Kevin Porter Jr. They are on rookie contracts, and their rookie contracts are basically about to end. So we need to trade Clay, Drummond, and all these guys. But man, it's like we're gonna lose a lot of value with trading Klay Thompson. Well, no, that's a losing value. Eric Bledsoe and Klay Thompson for Kristaps. And first of all, shout out to Kristaps. In real life, he's having an amazing last month or so. So shout out to him for that. We could trade for Brandon Ingram. But even that feels like we're losing. Jimmy Butler. We're gonna have to throw some picks on this, ain't we? We throw in this Nuggets pick. I don't even remember where we got this pick from. We can get Devin Booker and Sabonis. We literally destroyed them in the playoffs. Like, you know what? Now Devin Booker averaged 30. 2 years in a row. Sabonis averaged. We'll probably flip Sabonis. The Devin Booker trade is not terrible. Devin Booker trade is not terrible. He just averaged, Russell Westbrook. But he's making 44 mil. I don't think I need that on my books. Pascal Siakam. He only averages 11. You know why? Because 2K shot tendency has him not taking as many shots as we know he should. So, yeah, we're going to do this trade. We're bringing in a 30-point per game score in Devin Booker. And that's because his shot tendency is 99. They're saying Devin Booker one of those dudes to take all the shots. But if you shoot him basically 50% from the field on the year, I would take all the shots too. Devin Booker and Sabonis, welcome to the team. We just traded for 2 All-Stars. And now we have to flip Drummond. I don't know what his value is going to be. John Wall, CJ. But we need a wing or another center. Chris Middleton's contract is huge, man. Because I'm going to have to pay Jason Tatum and Shai and then trade them right after they accept their contracts. You know what I'm saying? So I can't spend too much money here. Like, I know this is losing some value here, but financially, you know, we're saving a lot of money. $18 million for Miles. What type of season did he just have? 12 points per game. Good rebound and 2 blocks. Not a bad season. Goran Dragic is 35, though. I think his overall is going to drop. So, do we have to attach a pick to him, too? A lottery protected for the Timberwolves that we got earlier in the video. I think we're traded for DeJounte Murray, y'all. He's 86 overall right now. He just put up 16 and 6 this season. 50% from the field. He's only 24. And he's cheap. Like, the contract they got him under $15, $16, $17 million a year, that's really cheap. And then we're bringing in DJ Rogers, too, who was the 17th overall pick last season. He literally didn't play. He's a 75 overall. I guess he's a 78. He just mad that he didn't play last season. So we'll do that trade. So we've already traded basically all of our players. We just have to re-sign Shai, re-sign Jason Tatum, and then trade them. And because the rest of these guys are going to walk. I didn't really realize that we basically just got a bunch of people on one-year deals and Daniel and Monte. No big deal, though. No big deal, though. We're going straight to team and player options because we already got rid of our pick. And let's see how this works. 2K has this glitch where people will sign that contract that makes them have a no trade clause. So if they do that, I will take off the no trade clause because obviously I need to trade players for the challenge. I'm gonna bring all these guys back and then just trade them just because I need value. I need value at this point. We got a class here, free agency class with Giannis. We don't have the money. I can offer him a little something. Oh, he declined it. Never mind. Free agency class with Giannis. It looked like he's going to the Grizzlies because they're the only place to give him money. Everything else is kind of eh. Jason Tatum, of course, we'll give him whatever he needs and we'll flip him. And then we got to find Shea and do the same thing. Oh, never mind. Shea got his restricted free agency, you know, his qualifying offer or whatever. So he's already back. Kevin Porter Jr. is already back. So those are the two guys we got to flip after Jason Tatum. So Jason Tatum, you see it. Come on home. I think we have to go 3 days until he's officially back on the books, which kind of sucks because in that we're going to miss out on those good free agents that I want. But it is what it is. We need to wait till day 3 is over. So, yep, you see, I'm accepting the 5-year, $144 million deal. You see that, right? Now, watch them have him accept the 1-year, $9 million. Or $3 million. See, that makes no sense. And because of that, he's going to have the no trade clause on his contract. When in reality, like I said, I want to give him that big old contract, but it's not allowing us to. So he's going to be back on the books, as you can see, but he's going to have a no trade clause attached. Right? Let's go to his contract. No trade clause. Yes. So we're going to have to get rid of it. I fully intended on signing him 5 years, 144. That's what I want. Should I just give him that anyway? Like, should I do the quick math and give him the contract? I'm going to do that. 5 years, 144. Either way, he's got his contract, and now we have to flip him. Him in a first-round pick should get us something ridiculous. Chris Paul. That's not ridiculous. What do we need, first of all? Point guard was set. Shooting guard was set. We need a small forward. Power forward, we're good. What's a bonus? Oh, we need a center. Let's trade Jason Tatum for an elite center. I don't know if the trade finder is going to give us an elite center. So we'll probably have to build our own trade, which I like doing anyway. So let's see who is the elitist of elite centers in the league right now as far as overall goes. Jokic, and he plays for the Mavericks. Cat plays for the 76ers. Joel plays for the Kings. I'm gonna go after Jokic. All right, Jokic, here we come, man. You play for the Mavericks. Close to perfect value, but Jason Tatum's right there too. Valuable asset, so he's not untouchable. Honestly, we may be able to get this trade done without giving up too much, man. We'll give you this guy, and then another first, and then one more first. 3 first-round picks. You gonna do this to me, y'all? Y'all gonna really do this? Okay, it don't look like Jokic is gonna be a guy. I don't want to give up all my first-round picks, especially when I'm giving them Jason Tatum, who just won a Finals MVP. Like, you should be like, yes, deal. So that's not gonna be our guy. Karl-Anthony Towns play for the 76ers. I think he's probably gonna be untouchable though. We'll quickly try it. Yeah, they're a championship contender. We consider him untouchable. Then Joel Embiid play for, he's on the Kings. Okay, so same deal. He's not untouchable. I don't know if this team is selling, rebuilding, or whatever. I'm going to throw them the same offer, though. DJ Rogers, a pick, one more pick. Yes. Okay, so Joel is on the team. Did I give up too much? Probably. But again, we have to trade these players anyway. So last 2 players is Kevin Porter Jr. and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We got some stars, though. I could say that. Devin Booker, Joel Embiid, Sabonis, DeJounte Murray. We're going to be pretty good. So next is flipping Shai in a first-round pick. What do we need? We don't necessarily need anything crazy, honestly. We could get, like, this trade right here is pretty good. We get 2 good role players. That's all they would be for us. Wendell Carter will be a nice, good backup. And PJ Washington will be a good backup. And they're young, so their overalls will probably go up. So trade number 18 is one to look at. Brandon Clark and Lonnie Walker. But instead, I'm traded for Michael Porter Jr. and Jordan Poole to be a backup. I just like that a lot because Michael Porter Jr. is a bucket and he continues to get better and better. And right now, we have both Porter Jr.'s on the team. But right now, he would be our starting small forward. So I think that's a good trade. And then lastly, we do have to trade the other Porter Jr. in a second because we don't have any more picks. So we're going to trade it for Eric Paschall and a first-round pick. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that man's name right, but Eric, welcome to the team. He's a super undersized small power forward. I wonder if I make him a small forward, what happens to his overall? It goes up. Sure, he can run back up small forward behind Michael Porter Jr. Why not? Okay, so technically, we've got rid of that entire roster. Now we got to fill the rest because we got what seems like 7 people on the team. And and we don't have cap either. So we have to fill his roster with players that are not making much money. People want to come to us. We just want a championship, y'all. So let's see what free agency has for us. We definitely need a backup one, backup power forward, and center. Those are the priorities. So I just filled out the roster. I guess technically I didn't, but I do have people out there that are restricted. So they'll probably end up on the roster that I need to flip, and that's like Gary Trent, Hami Diallo. Probably gonna have to trade, which is cool because that gives us more trades to do in the video. Like Hami, Gary Trent, the last two guys, and we're gonna have to flip those before we simulate a first game. But here we are, player progression. Devin Booker still getting better. Even Porzingis, I'm not Porzingis. Why did I say Porzingis? What is going on in my brain? Even Joel Embiid is still getting better at 27. Everybody's getting better on the roster. I brought in Chris Dunn to be a backup point guard, and then yeah, Hami Diallo and Gary Trent are going to have to be moved. All right, so Gary Trent has the no trade clause along with Hami doesn't. That doesn't make much sense, does it? But we're throwing both in there. Ooh, who the heck is Taylor Berry? He got to be he's a sophomore year player. He averaged 9 points per game last season. Mo Wagner. Can we do that deal? That deal looks like a steal to me. Unless there's something else that's even better. Daniel Tice could come back. But I think I signed a power forward or center. Let's try this deal. Oh, they accept it, even with a no trade clause. I guess a player can technically waive their no trade clause. So Mo Wagner, and then now I think we also brought in this guy, Taylor Berry. Welcome. He's an A+ 3-point shooter, because y'all know 2K always makes everybody an elite shooter. This man won't miss. I'll take him though. So our team: DeJounte, Devin, Michael Porter Jr., Sabonis, Joel. Off the bench we have Pascal, Mo Wagner, Taylor Berry. I'm probably going to trade John Henson now. So let's do that because we don't need him because we have Mo. Why not get some more defense? So we're bringing in Matisse Thybulle. The Disruptor is what they call him. And he's a little bit older. He's a little bit better. You make him a small forward. His overall jumps up a bunch. Uh-oh. We may have to get rid of Pascal because we got a better backup small forward. Look at that. Look at that. So, yeah, he'll be our backup small forward. Eric, honestly, I probably don't even have to get rid of him. I can just switch him back to a power forward because we don't have a backup power forward in the rotation. So, yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just make him back to a power forward. His overall will drop, but that's completely fine. So, we don't even need to trade him. All right, so that is our team. I think it's good enough. It's probably not better than our last year's team, but all things considered, I think it's pretty good. I guess I'll test Sabonis' trade value because he was a guy that I wanted to just see what he can bring us. And it doesn't look like anything spectacular. So, we'll run with what we got. I'll be back. 67 wins, which is more than last season. So I guess we did put together a better roster. But the challenge is not over until we win a championship. Victor Oladipo was the sixth man of a team. I don't want to face Miami if Victor Oladipo is coming off your bench. That's all I got to say. Anthony Davis wins Defensive Player of the Year. RJ wins Most Improved. And then our coach wins Coach of the Year. What team are we again? We are the OKC Thunder. Do we have anybody on our team making the... Nope. OKC Thunder, there we go. All defensive second team, DeJounte Murray. Shout out to him. I knew he was going to be up here. He averaged 14. Shot amazing from the field and from three and the free throw. Career numbers. Assists. I mean, he didn't get as many points, but he's playing with better players than last year. He had people to pass to. He's playing great defense. DeJounte Murray, let's go, man. We're going to get this championship. So let's see the rest of our roster as far as points per game and everything. Devin Booker averages 26 points per game. 50, 40, 90 club. Quit sleeping. He did it. And he gonna win Finals MVP. Joel averages 20 and 11. We'll round up for you, big fella. Cool. Michael Porter Jr. averages 17. We already saw DeJounte. And then here's the rest. The Sabonis only averages 10. I probably should have traded him, man. His shot tendency's not high, is it, 2K? It's average. It's position average, which is probably not good. Then we got our boy Taylor Berry. What he shoot from three? Because y'all know he's a flamethrower. 47% from three. He can't make his free throws, really, but he's an amazing free-point shooter. All right, so let's get to this finals run, man. I would be so disappointed if we don't end up winning this championship because we've come a long way, boys. We've come a long way from an 18-win team to... Wait, let's see who's on this team before we get to Simmons. Kemba, Pascal, Yusuf Nurkic. Good team. We went from an 18-win team to an NBA champion to a 67-win team to hopefully a back-to-back championships. Hopefully. And we get out of that first round. That's dope. Next round, We're going against the Warriors. We already played against this team, right? We played against this team last year. I don't remember who's on there. Zion. Yes, it's the Zion's team. Him and Zach LaVine. And now they have John Isaac. I don't think he was there last season. So, good team, man. Very good team. I'm a little afraid. Maybe not afraid is the word I'm thinking of. But this is a better team than last round. Maybe not, though, because both teams got swept. Are we killing them, though? Are we, like, literally destroying teams? What's our point differential? That's what I'm here for. I don't know how to even look at that anymore. Where am I? So we haven't lost. Point differential. We're blowing teams out by about 30 a game. Yeah, we're winning the championship, boys. We're winning the championship. Next is the 6th seed Utah Jazz. Kyrie, Bruce Brown, Kevin Porter Jr. potentially getting his revenge, and Kristaps Porzingis at center. Don't worry about him. Oh my God. We're about to have the most legendary finals run of all time. The Warriors from 2016, 2017, if I'm not mistaken, went 16-1. So if we go 16-0, this is the best team, best playoff run in NBA history. We're going against the Brooklyn Nets. Fred, how do these teams make the championship, bro? Without a doubt, this is a good team. I would not think this team was hitting the championship, baby. We're about to sweep them and complete the most wins or most consecutive wins in playoff history. I do want to see who was on this team, the Heat team that I said I was afraid of. And their shooting guard was Luka. Makes sense that VO is backing up Luka. You could probably start them together, but they also have Jamal Murray. They didn't make it, though. They lost. They got beat bad by Indiana. And Indiana has Kawhi. Oh, this seems good, too. But anywho, we're about to get at no losses. A loss. No losses. I said no losses, bro. What are you doing to me, team? No, I want to see the box score of that loss. Miles Bridges. Oh, this is Mikal. Still not good to let him drop 25 on us. Like, what? All right. Let's go up 3-1. There it is. And then lastly, get it done at 5. We do. Joel wins Finals MVP. I thought it was going to be the other guy. He shot 37% from the field. He was getting clamped. He won Finals MVP, though, because he got a lot of rebounds. When in reality, it could have went to Michael Porter Jr. Devin Booker. Should have went to Devin Booker. Yeah, should have went to D-Book. Either way, we won a championship. Back to back. We completed your challenge, Mr. Spice and Zig. I think that was his name. Man, I've been recording for a long time, so I forgot. But that is another W on the resume, man. Be sure to leave a like if you got to this point. You had to enjoy something. If you're from Philly, New York, New Jersey, and you want to take that train trip down to Philly, be sure to reserve a ticket. Free. All right, I'm done. Peace.